Welcome everyone, it's Faith Strickmar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. We are going to be continuing on our path of madness, trying to push further in faction wars. I don't really have the best Ogryn Tribes faction team yet. Not by a long shot. But we're going to continue to go up the scale. There's still a lot of the Ogryn tribe I need to raise on here. Get the Bonebreaker Stomp. We're going to want to go as far as we can. Without being too much of a problem. Dark Elves, we've got more to that. Right? So we're going to go push further into Dark Elves. We're going to want to deal with Sharamani. Want to shove further into faction crypts. Well, this is one of the reasons why it is very obnoxious to face two Cardinals. Because if you don't have a block revive, that happens. And you can all see how annoying that is. It's the reason why I'm focusing her. Trying to get the provoke. Trying to deal with Arbiter first. Right? There we go. Stage 15. I wish I had a Zavia on here, but obviously that's not happening. At least we got our epic skill tome. Because see, Zavia would be rather useful in this situation. Like, it has such a long cooldown, Madame Ceres' skill, that takes a long time to cycle around unless you have a cooldown reducing champ. Say. These lights, Warren, are a massive nuisance. I don't even think they understand how much of a nuisance they actually are. Because this is probably one of the most tedious floors you can get to. Especially with Raglan in the equation. If we can get her to miss a turn. There we go. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Well, that's a cleanup and a half. That cleans up that faction war business. Um, Which epic needs books the most? We've got 29 of those. That'll be good for the other faction, Skinwalkers. Because I need to do a lot of faction wars, as you can clearly see, and I have to continue to develop what's in our faction. Keep pushing. Gather our shards. Check on the number. All right. Arena's not looking tasty. Upgrade a chest plate to level 8. But for who needs it? Level 8. So, I've got these guys going on. Him. Her. Because then I have to make some decisions. And they're pretty hard ones. First, we're going to have to thin out the other nut bars. Because here's the thing, I have to clean up a lot of this space. Because there's a lot of space to clear. Here, a lot of space. A lot of my time is spent making more space in this game. Making space, selecting who to promote. Get an upgrade. All right. So what do we got? We have to do faction wars. Goody. Let's give it a go. Kind of had to do that. We're going to do this to deal with the main issue, which is some of these wave content is really awful. Trying to think how to do this. Maybe it's the Paragon cheese. Probably right. Maybe Paragon's the key to this. BS. Paragon might be the key to this, man. I mean, I know it sounds insane to do the boss this way, but until I put more Dark Elf Revivers or Ally Protect, we're not getting it any other way. It seems this is the way for now. Paragon strikes again. See? And then Paragon puts the damage control. And puts life shackles on the target. I knew he would do that at some point. Knew that would happen at some point. This is an incredibly hard fight, it seems. A job only Paragon could love. This is literally what I end up having to do. Hopefully the Paragon cheese prevails. Alright. Apparently not. Well, we'll just have to build up the squad more then. Keep going. We'll just have to farm these depths of the stages. I mean, Paragon nearly pulled off something insane. Granted, I have an idea. have an idea. And although it sounds dumb, it might just work. It might just work, so it's worth a shot. There we go. Trying to get poison on the main boss. Decreases turn meter. Get that going. Get the poison on the main boss. Let's see if we can do it this way. Maybe it's got to do with the positioning. It's got to do with the positioning. You don't want it health swapping with someone with low HP. High HP. Yeah, I think that's how we ruined it, right? Not how I wanted it. I don't like the sequencing of this. Trying to make a decision here. Wonder if it's possible to do it like this. Only reason it's even doable at all, by the way, is because we have Paragon. The only reason that's even doable at all. And of course, Paragon keeps dying, so we're not going to do it that way. I have to go develop some Dark Elf supports. How close are we to completing? I'm just going to have to do it another time. I'm just going to have to do it another time. Because I don't have the setup. Maybe with Caden, I'd have a setup. Let me check Caden's skills. I hate to say that we need a reviver of the Dark Elf faction or something, but we do. Because we might need to build this guy. And I don't like saying that. Oh. My nose, man. I don't like saying that because nobody's gonna like me wanting to go further than that. Okay, let's try again. So, first we're going to want to kill this guy. Because he's obviously the big issue. Because he's going to put Ancient Warning Screech or whatever. I haven't even built out my Doom Screech, shockingly enough. So many champs that I haven't built out still. And it just reminds me of how much further there is to go. How much further there is to go, you know? Like, it's surprising how much further we have to go. It really is. Like, it's genuinely surprising. Like, after all this time, and I still don't have a complete Ogryn tribe faction wars. It's a remarkable this is even partially working, but I'll take it. But it's working. Alright, so it seems Ogryn Tribes is the winner for today. Because the other one, I'm going to have to do some extra work on it. Yup. That's the only way. We will be doing even more Ogryn's faction tribe madness soon. Let's just plunge into Ogryn Tribes, because honestly, Ogryn Tribes is probably my best built faction right now in terms of progression. Dark Elves, one has okay progression on it. This one needs help. Because I need to develop the support section, as only the support section is going to allow me to get through this alive. As stupid as that is. Get those out of here. The reason I'm doing Ogryns is because even though it's not perfect, they're built better. Like, my Ogryn Tribes faction has better champs in it overall, and more support-oriented stuff done in it. More progression-oriented support champs in it that allow me to progress further. Like, developed. Like, the other ones, I have to develop them. I have to develop Captain Tamilla. I don't have a way out, really, unless I get another high elf support. And Caden. Caden and Captain Tamilla are both necessary in this equation. Gonna have to do it like that. Have to get rid of Arbiter or all is lost. That's the issue. Alright. We did it. Still have to win more materials from faction crypts. Which is obviously a feels bad man. This is free. But I want to do it with style. And I will. And I will do it with style. Because I've got to keep doing arena. Got to do some clan quests today. I've got to collect that shard because I got to keep collecting shards. Keep shoving faction crypts. If we can beat this, we've got it. Get that going. So people always tell me, Vaporsmith, you raise too many champs. But when you see this, you understand there's a reason why I'm raising as many champs as I can, because a lot of the times I will end up using them in specific faction wars. And there will be specific missions involving faction wars. And that's why I'll end up raising a lot of champs. And because I'm dedicated to this game, and it's a lot of work. This game is a lot of work. It may not seem like a lot of work, but it most definitely is. I've had enough of that shenanigans. This is the deepest I've ever been in Ogryn crypts. Quite literally. There's a reason I'm putting up all those defensive buffs, is because I'm trying to clear this area with a reasonable clear. I know it. Here's the weird thing. Since I have 2 Drockles, if I were to build both, I could probably get through even further. If I built 2 Drockles. I'm trying to save up shards for CVC. Gonna have to farm some more. Make some tough choices about who to keep and who to get rid of. As always. Let's keep diving. Legendary books are actually not common at all, so that's actually a big plus. Okay, we are not getting past that. I am not gonna try it. Alright, so we're gonna do Hydra again, which I'm dramatically not a fan of, but we're gonna have to try it anyway. See if we can do it with this team. Vogoth. Sill. Maybe Ugo or her. Probably her. You need so much survivability in this against this boss. It's disgusting. This boss is actually disgusting. Gotta keep the burns on. Hydra is literally the bane of my existence. Kimi does an okay job here of trying to deal with the fact that this boss is agony to deal with. Remember how I said agony? I wasn't kidding. I was being deadly serious when I told you that. As we've got to get over a mill. Or a mill or over a mill with the first run. Has to happen. Keeping these burns up is essential because each burn does a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. Praying that I can get enough damage on this boss. It's such a gamble. is such a gamble. Trying to keep the burns up. As long as humanly possible. Okay, good. We survived. I don't know how it got the debuff off, considering I had its buffs blocked, but okay, game. Okay, we got a provoke here. We got over a mil on that. I'm trying to get maximum damage on this thing. That's my whole gig here. If I can get 2 mil on here, we're in best case scenario. Here we go. We're in it. We're in it, man. We're in it for the best case scenario right now. This is the best case. Literally the best case scenario. This is how hard this boss is. It's the hardest boss in the game, practically. Yep, we're getting roughly 2.5 mil. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. There we go. See? 2.5 mil. PB on Hydra. Let's go. Get our energy fuel. Dang it. We'll need all we can get. And in the next episode, we are climbing Doom Tower again to make it to floor 40. I will see you all then.